Hello, everyone. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and here we are continuing our journey on becoming a software engineer. So, one of the things that I have neglected significantly is actually setting up and utilizing my GitHub. And I think that there's multiple reasons why I haven't paid too much attention to GitHub. The first one is you have to remember my actual degree is electrical. So, I feel like there's a ton of differences in the culture between computer science students and electrical engineering students. And I can make a bunch of videos about the differences in the two groups' culture, but I feel one of the differences that I've experienced being in both classes and interacting with these two groups is when I'm with my computer science friends, they are much more focused on. Okay, I feel like let me separate this a little bit. Computer science has two very distinct groups within them. There are the people who enter computer science who just cheat their way through, they don't really care, and they are kind of like ghosts almost. I don't know how to describe them, but you meet a lot of those in the computer science department. That's one group. Then there's another group within computer science who are very like caring and they actually want to do a good job. They put a lot of effort into what they do, right? So all of my friends were part of this group that actually cared, right? So when I say the people in computer science, that's who I'm kind of referring to is the group in computer science who were actually motivated to kind of make something of themselves in the field, right? So this group of or the people in computer science, they're very much into kind of developing their own projects. They're very much into all right, well, I'm in school, I'm doing whatever I'm doing, whichever classes I'm taking, and then outside of it, I am developing projects, I am committing to GitHub, I'm kind of building my portfolio. Now, in electrical engineering, you don't really have the, I didn't notice that distinct, like, bifurcation in the groups where there's one distinct group and then a separate distinct group where one really cares, the other one is kind of slackers. I didn't really notice that actually in my electrical engineering courses. Everyone kind of seems very go about their business. And within that, the culture was very much just get the degree. Just get the degree. That's what they cared about. And that's what they focused on, right? And it was just get that piece of paper. If you can make it, if you can graduate, right? Like you're going to learn this is just learning the basics. You're doing your signal analysis, you're doing your circuits, you're doing your whatever it is, right? Like transmission lines, all of your courses. If you can just get that piece of paper, once you get into the job, okay, then you're going to specialize in some field and that's when you're going to learn more about it. And so you can kind of see how it's not project based or it's not project based outside of your coursework. Your coursework is just learning the basics and then once you get into your job, that's when you really learn whatever project it is. And then that project, because you're at work, you're not posting it online, right? Like the job that I'm at right now, I'm not posting anything online because that's their intellectual property, that's their business, what they're doing, right? So it's a very different culture, these two fields. So I think that that might be why I hadn't paid too much attention to GitHub and really kind of building a portfolio. But it's definitely something that is important. So as this series is, I am trying to build those skills and build myself up as a software developer. So let's get into it. This is my GitHub. I do have a GitHub, right? And you can see like I committed whatever in August of when is this? Like which year is this? I guess it would be last year, so 24. Okay, Wait, March. So that's today. Okay, and then December. So this is 24 right here. And then when did I? Okay, so I think that this is when I was developing one of my projects on okay, I remember what this is. This is when I was developing one of my projects a long time ago because I was let's see. Susie got into Amazon about this time frame, and then I was asking like what skills are important in software engineering, and she told me Node.js, JavaScript, all of those, right? So I got a idea of okay, I'm going to start working on projects, and so that's where this little blip comes. Oh, here you can see the years. Okay, so let's go 24. That's this one. 23. You can see very sporadic, very like one. Okay, one. So I am going to. This is 2025. That's today. All right, so that's kind of my introduction. And now let's start building my GitHub. Let's start with this README. So what should we say? I'm currently learning machine learning and signal analysis. Okay, so signal analysis, no. What am I learning? Machine learning, I mean, I do that kind of as a hobby. I'm interested in it. I do whatever NumPy, or not NumPy. Yes, NumPy, but I mean, that's not what I was trying to say. With PyTorch to implement those models, all of that. But I mean, I feel like this isn't where I'm actually trying to focus on, so it's not really something that I should necessarily like put, bam, this is what I'm doing. What am I doing? That's a good question. What do I want to what it, where am I trying to head with my GitHub? I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to gain skills in software engineering for back end. I know that I'm going to be doing a lot of projects, and this is kind of where I'm starting is okay, I'm know in the future I am going to be doing a lot of different projects to enforce those skills that I find important in software engineering, such as I mentioned, developing like Node.js, Java, and all of these different projects. Okay. Well, if I'm going to be developing projects, I should be putting that towards my portfolio. So that's kind of why I'm doing this video first to develop my or to get my GitHub kind of up and ready. And then when we develop the projects, we'll have something going for us. So I guess currently learning, um, maybe I can say like I'm currently uh, working as an embedded systems engineer. Okay. Do I need that little emoji thing? I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe delete them. It looks kind of strange. Not sure how I feel about that yet. But anyways, so currently working as an embedded systems engineer. Should I say in Portland, Oregon? No. What else? Uh, in my free time, learning Node.js and Java. Okay, I'm just gonna put that kind of as a placeholder. I think we can come back to that later. Yeah. Okay, so how do you get the little... Does it... Oh, it doesn't have a little... I was hoping that it could just like auto pop... Oops. I was hoping that it would just auto pop up with a little coffee emoji for the Java, you know? But no, nope. All right. Anyways, we're not going to worry about that too much right now. So we'll come back to this later. Maybe update things. But let's commit changes. Okay. Extended. I don't think I need any of this. Okay. Cool. Now. Okay. My profile. Okay, so now I guess I'm going to try to connect something to my GitHub, see if I can get a project connected. I think there's two ways to do that. I can either originate it on GitHub itself and then pull it down to my local computer, or I can do the opposite way, get it on my local computer and then push it up. I think I'm going to do it the way that it originates here. Okay, so repositories. Okay. Is there a new? Here we go. Repository name. What do we want to call this? I'm thinking maybe I can just delete it later. I don't know. What do I want to say? Can I say JavaScript practice maybe? Like that. Okay. So public, okay, all of this seems reasonable. Let's press create. Let's go. Okay. So I think I have it here. All right. Now, I remember I copied some kind of URL. Oh, here it is. Right there. Here's the URL. Okay. And we might need to get ChatGPT involved to figure out the, like, GitHub. Okay. So now I can come here, do a new folder, untitled 2. Okay, whatever. Okay. So now, can I do open terminal? It doesn't auto open terminal. Okay, whatever. PWD cd into where am I? Siri decided to tell me my exact location. Thank you, Siri. Man. Okay. Well, there we go. I guess I'm gonna have to edit this video. So, I don't... Anyways, normally I just do these videos straight, no editing, because I don't... it takes up a lot of time. Not time, but, like... It's easier not to do the editing and everything. I just do the videos in one stretch. But I guess I am going to edit that out. Anyways. So, all right, let's go. What was I doing? Untitled 2. Untitled folder 2. Titled folder 2. What's the... It's like... like this, right? Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing before I go to GPT and just where am I? Desktop. Okay, then here. Okay. Sometimes Mac can be. Okay, so what am I gonna call this? Something. Okay. There we go. CD into something. There we go. Thank you. So, I remember one time I was watching a video. So, back to Siri. I was watching a video, and in the video, it said, it was a person who said Siri, and then it said, it's listening again. It's listening. I didn't even say the. Stop. Stop. I didn't even say the hey part. I didn't even say that. I said, and then that name, the S name. And it, okay. Anyways, so in the video it said blank and then the S name. And then it said, because the video, the guy crashed and like was falling from an airplane or something like this. He said, S, call 911. And my Siri picked that up. I said the name again. Okay, it didn't do it this time. But anyways, my device picked that up and it said, like whatever it was, and I said, no, 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 no. But anyways, that thing is too sensitive. It's too sensitive, okay? Anyways, so what were we doing? We were going into, huh? I've disappeared. So, okay, I am in what, desktop here? I don't know if you guys were able to see any of that. But anyways, we're testing all sorts of functionality today. So let's start. I have a new GitHub repo that I want to connect to my local device. What is the terminal commands to whatever, pull it down from the GitHub? Get the remote repo onto my local device so I can start developing. Okay. So we did that. Git clone. Okay. What if I just do this? Does it automatically do it? Git at GitHub. What if I just press go? Okay. Anyways, git clone and then this. Permission denied. Permission denied. Okay. Well, I definitely can't, I know that I can't do my public and private keys on live. It's not really live, but you know what I mean on this. So I am going to end the video right here and then come back when it's... So I needed to edit anyways. I guess we're okay. So anyways, I will see you guys once I get this public private key all sorted out. All right, see you guys then. All right, so that ended up taking a lot longer than I thought, but I was trying to not just get it to work and be able to get my GitHub to connect to my local device, but I wanted to actually understand like what's actually going on with these public keys and private keys? Where are they being stored? How is it actually, and I mean actually associating between GitHub and my local? So I went a little bit more in depth because I was kind of curious, like, okay, well, I know I could just like follow the instructions on the Copilot, but okay, I could follow the instructions, get it to work, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I actually understood what was going on. So took a little bit of time, got that. Now we're back on track. Let me minimize myself here so you can see right here. I did git clone and then the this one, so that right there, and then it came up cloning here. And then warning, you appear to have cloned an empty repository, which I did. Okay, so I think I can do, what is it? ls minus la, and there should be some git, right? Is there a, there's no git? I thought that there was going to be some kind of like git file. Let's actually put, hold on, let's, I thought there would be some hidden git file here. Okay. You're right to expect some hidden git file. Oh. In your cloned repository, when you run this, it should create a .git within your repository, this hidden directory. Okay. Since your doesn't show a .git, it seems something went awry. Oh no. Here's a few possibilities. Empty repository. The warning suggests that the repository is empty. An empty repository won't have any files, but it should still exist. Okay, yeah. Isn't there? Something might have gone wrong during cloning. Okay, ensure that your repository URL is correct. Your SSH access is properly set up. You can test it by running this. Let's see. You've successfully authenticated GitHub, but GitHub does not provide shell access. Okay, let's see if, huh? It's not you, it's me. Something went wrong. Let's try again. Oh no. Okay, let's chat GPT. Oh, do I not have internet? Is that what's going on? Is it like, apparently I have internet. Okay. Try chat GPT. Do I need to sign in? I don't want to sign in. I don't need to sign in. Good. Okay. So let's just go here. You've successfully authenticated into GitHub, meaning everything is correct. However, okay, this is normal behavior. Okay. I'm just gonna try to write something and see if I can push it. Let's come in here, open, and then I went to desktop, and this was JavaScript practice. Do I need to actually go in here? Open. So it created that file right there, right? Open. Okay. Test.py. Okay. Testing. Okay. So now let's, okay, hold on. It has this U for untracked. So that means I did connect it to a GitHub or to a Git repository. So I'm saving it here, and then I should be able to go into like new terminal here, update this later. So now I'm trying to push it to my GitHub, and we're going to see if it works. Okay. So what do? We first want to track them, right? So git status, let's just see, and we should have one untracked. Okay, right there. So we need to commit git commit. Wait, hold on. What what was the -m? I know this, but do I need to like stage it or something? Yeah, I need to do git add, right? Like that. Then git commit -m testing if my GitHub is connected to my local device. Okay, now git push origin, is that it? Okay, up to main. So now I should be able to go to my repository here, right? And let's see if anything changed. Test.py. Got it. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now I'm curious if I go to my profile here, okay? So one thing that I'm noticing here, so it's now March 18th, right? It's March 18th, 1 a.m. This is the commit that I did yesterday by changing my README. So that was in the first part of this video when it was before midnight. Now it's past midnight. And it's like I didn't commit anything. And I've noticed that GitHub regularly does this. Like, I will push something to my GitHub and then it just ignores it. Because I've actually done more than just this right here. But whenever I push to my GitHub, it just ignores it and acts like I didn't push anything or contribute anything. So I've tried to figure out what this was and why it's doing that, but I can't figure it out. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me because we come here and it says updated 1 minute ago. Like, what? Is it because I did it on my local? But then how do I... How do I like associate that with myself? So Timothy Grant and Timothy Grant. Like, is this making any sense? I don't. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it is not this me right here. Maybe it thinks it's a random person, but I don't know how to associate the two. Like, hey, no, that was me. That was me that did this. All users. It's, I mean, no commit history. Like, what? Okay, so I don't know why. I might continue to look into that. I'm thinking that maybe I have to associate it. But I also don't want to be clicking around in the things while I'm doing things live. So I'm gonna hold off on that one. I'll keep looking into it. Maybe someone else knows what's going on as well. And then if I'm unable to figure it out, I will definitely look in the comments and see if anyone knows why that's the case. Anyways, we're gonna hold off on that for a second and continue to start developing the GitHub. Like, what do we actually want? Okay, so let's come back to here. Okay, so what do we actually want? Now we've gotten to the point where, okay, cool. when I'm developing my projects, I'm able to post them online. I'm able to build my portfolio. I'm able to do all that. Awesome. Awesome. Now, let's try to figure out, is there anything else that we should be doing? Or I think kind of in the current iteration of things, we're good in the sense that we're not wasting any time. We're not wasting any how do I how do I put that? So if I had done things out of order and I ignored my GitHub and I just developed projects, all of that project time wasn't adding to my GitHub, right? So I didn't waste it because I learned all those topics, but I missed that opportunity. Right now, because I've already set up such that when I'm doing my projects, I'm able to add it to my GitHub, I haven't missed any opportunity as I go, but I don't need to develop this to make it into perfect, beautiful, anything like that. I'm capturing that as I go here, and then once I in the future I'm like, hey, I want to update it. I want to make it look more beautiful. I want to pen different things. Okay, cool. Then I can pen those projects which I am most proud of. But right now I don't have any projects that I'm proud of. So, it's like we have to do one before the other, so, you know. Okay. And then I need to figure out this right here cuz I want to get that green, you know. I'm from Oregon, you know, so I like green. It's just whoosh, beautiful. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, that is this video. Now, moving forward, I will be starting to develop projects and trying to build my skills as a software engineer, learning those topics which I think are valuable and important. So, if that sounds interesting, subscribe. That would be amazing. If you don't want to, that's okay as well. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and I will see you guys tomorrow.